片吗？有放音卡，再稍微一下。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to join THQA-JCT-ASQUA Medical Quality Library International Master Webinar Series. Today, our topic is focused on, last page. We focus on accreditation and quality. So we invite the two distinguished speakers and several experts to join this session. Next one. So this topic, I'm a chair of the International Cooperation Community Taiwan Healthcare Quality Association. Next. This activity is organized by Taiwan Healthcare Quality Association. Next. And the Joint Commission of Taiwan. Next. And also ASQUA, Asian Society for Quality in Healthcare. Next. The first one, we invite Dr. Tseng-Lung for opening. Dr. Wang is the president of the ASQUA and also CEO of the JCT. So, Dr. Wang, please.
Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Tseng-Lung from Taipei, Taiwan. I'm currently the CEO of Joint Commission Taiwan and also the president of ASQUA. It's my greatest pleasure to give an opening remark of today's event. This is an event jointly held by Taiwan Healthcare Quality Association, Joint Commission Taiwan, and also ASQUA. This is the Medical Quality Library International Master Webinar, series number 31. Not long ago, in this year's ASQUA meeting at Brisbane, WHO just issued a discussion paper to discuss the role of accreditation to the healthcare quality that provoke vigorous discussion. We know that accreditation is all about improving quality and safety in healthcare facility. So what is the effect of accreditation? We are happy today to have so many international experts and also experts from Taiwan to give their thoughts. I hope today's event can further provoke more discussion and conclusions on this matter. So enjoy tonight's event. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Wang. Next, we will invite Dr. Tseng-Lung for opening. Tseng-Lung is the president of the THQA Taiwan Healthcare Quality Association and also president of Green Hospital. Dr. Tseng, please.
Good evening. Welcome to the International Medical Quality Forums. Today's focus is on the accreditation and quality. I am Dr. Tseng-Lung, the chairman of the Taiwan Healthcare Quality Association and the superintendent of the affiliate hospital Fui Universities. Today, I'm glad that our association hosted the forums on the accreditation and quality in healthcare with the Joint Commission of Taiwan in healthcare and also Asian Society for Quality in Healthcare ASQUA. Most of the people of all staff in healthcare believe that the accreditations and the quality is hard to do. We know the accreditations by the healthcare organization demonstrated through the independent external assessment of the organization level of the performance in the relation standards is very important to maintain or to promote quality. However, if we have the right circumstances, the scale and the pace is very easy achieved. Tonight, there are two very outstanding quality experts. One is from the Dr. B.K. Ramos from the Daily Indians, the CEO of the Quality Accreditation Institute in the Indians. And the other is Taiwan domestic smart hospital medical expert, Dr.楊宗龍, to share their experience and visions. I look forward to everyone healthcare provider has a full harvest tonight. Enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tseng, and for the audience. If you have any question, please use the Slido to scan the QR code and ask your question. Next. And this activity organized by THQA-JCT-ASQUA, Thomas, and KSVGH and the THCA. And next. And welcome to the section of accreditation and quality. Next. So first part, we will invite the moderator, Dr. Shi Junmin. Junmin Shi is a duty superintendent in Taipei Medical University Hospital. Dr. Shi, please.
Thanks, Dr. Huang, and good evening, the audience. I'm Dr. Junmin Shi from Taipei Medical University and Hospital. In my hospital, the colleagues are working hard recently for the accreditation of medical center next year. Sometimes some of them ask me, does the accreditation really improve quality? And what's the value of accreditation? I think they will get the answer tonight from the first speech now. Now it's my honor to give a brief introduction for the first speaker, Dr. B.K. Rana from India. He is very prominent in medical quality and accreditation. He has been director of and CEO of National Accreditation Board for Hospital and Healthcare Providers and Quality Council of India. He was president of the ASQUA and the chairman of ASQUA Accreditation Council. Now he is the CEO of Quality and Accreditation Institute and ASQUA team leader for International Accreditation Program. Today, he will give a talk about the accreditation versus quality. This speech will doing it on a pre-recorder video. So now we begin the video, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. B.K. Rana, CEO of QAI, Quality and Accreditation Institute. Thank you very much, Taiwan Healthcare Quality Association, specifically Professor Wei Chun Huang, for inviting me to this webinar, which is an event of ASQUA, JCT, and THQA on international medical quality. I am really delighted and honored to be here today to speak on accreditation versus quality. These topics we have been talking about since long, and there have been debates at a couple of occasions about accreditation and quality and how they are linked together. If we try to understand accreditation, there are well-defined definitions. And this definition, which I took from ASQUA, is a public recognition of the achievement of accreditation standards by a healthcare organization, demonstrated through an independent external assessment of that organization's level of performance in relation to the standards. So for accreditation, there need to be a set of standards, and these standards need to be checked for compliance in any healthcare organization through an external review process and see how much it's complied with, based on which the decisions for accreditations are made. Accreditation relies on establishing technical competence. It focuses on learning, self-development, improving performance, and reducing risk. Accreditations are based on standards, which are optimum, professional accountability, and encourages healthcare organizations to pursue continual excellence. Accreditation may provide an effective mechanism for improvement, yielding long-term benefits in quality, in relation to cost effectiveness, and sustainability of public health programs. So it's revolved around a framework. What we call it is structures, process, and outcome. It helps an organization in improvement, all three components, whether there are structures in relation to the facility, in relation to environment, in relation to equipment, or the processes, different processes starting from a registration process to different clinical and non-clinical processes in a healthcare facility, and then the outcomes, whether it's in terms of infection prevention and control, in terms of safety protocols, in terms of physical safety, environmental safety, clinical safety. So it's all a framework for providing a unique combination of tools to any healthcare facility, which can help in improving quality, make sure that there is effectiveness in systems, which can have help in cost effectiveness, reducing errors, and overall, it can help in the public health systems for sustainability. How the accreditation plays a role for participating organization by improving compliance to quality standards, its operational efficiency, customer service, and reducing errors. This is very important because if we look at the whole ecosystem of healthcare, reducing errors in delivery of healthcare services is very, very important. And that is what in the last couple of years, we are talking about patient safety. So how we can drive the agenda of patient safety by reducing errors happening in a healthcare facility, using a mechanism for quality improvement or through a process of accreditation. If you look at another side of the topic of the quality, so what quality means? If you look at this slide, it gives the definitions of coming from different quality groups, quality experts, degrees to which a set of inherent characteristics fulfill requirements, as is given in ISO 9000, a very old document, a very popular document, well accepted document of ISO. Conformance to requirements. This is what Philip Crosby said in 1980s. Fitness for use. This is what Zoran mentioned, and fitness is defined by the customer. So customer defines what the quality is. Quality consists of capacity to satisfy wants. That's what Edward Deming said. Quality is the degree to which a specific product satisfies the wants of a specific customer. So Gilmore mentions about how customers sees it. Quality is the characteristics of a product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy stated or implied needs. A product or service free of deficiency. These are definitions coming of American Society for Quality, ASQ. Henry Ford said, quality means doing it right when no one is looking. It's not something you are forced to do. It's something which is inherent in individuals to practice. They are not forced. They take themselves an onus of using good tools, good processes, and then improve. So what is quality in healthcare per se? It's because quality is everywhere, in all industry, in all sectors, in all areas. So how we see quality in healthcare? If you look at from World Health Organization's perspective, how we define quality of care, it should be safe, which means delivering healthcare that minimizes risks and harm to service users, which are patients, including avoiding preventable injuries and reducing medical errors. And that's what we talk about, patient safety. It should be effective, which means it should provide services based on scientific knowledge and evidence-based guidelines. So it's based on a thorough research, proven systems, processes. It should be timely. It means reducing delays in providing and receiving health care. So if a patient needs health care at a specific time, this should be given. Otherwise, there is no meaning of safe or effective care. Efficient. In addition to effectiveness, it should be efficient, which means it should be delivered in a manner that maximizes resource use and avoid waste. So the efficiency goes up. It should be equitable, which means delivering healthcare that does not differ in quality according to personal characteristics such as gender, race, ethnicity, geographical location, or socioeconomic status, irrespective of someone visiting a healthcare facility coming from a different background. The quality should not be different. It should be equal for everyone across. It should be integrated. Care received across facilities and providers would be coordinated. So they should talk to each other in healthcare system. They should be speaking to each other, whether it's a healthcare providers within healthcare workers, or if this is involving more than one healthcare facilities to coordinate. It should be people-centric. Days gone when we were talking about treating a disease, still there are. Largely people are taking disease, not a specific person. A medication may behave differently to different individuals. So we should be talking about people-centered care, which means it should take into account the preferences and aspirations of individual patients and culture of their community. So it's revolve around a patient, an individual, taking into consideration families, community, everyone around. So quality and accreditation is a loop of quality planning, quality control, quality improvement, and this was a Giron's triology, which ensures that the quality management system, which is revolving around a well-planned system called quality planning, which helps in quality improvement through a process of quality control. So all this quality planning, quality control, and quality improvement put together forms QMS. It's called Quality Management System, which is a very strong tool in driving the agenda of quality in all sectors across. If you look at quality improvement, it means set the standards, measure whether the standard is met, and it helps in improvement. And once you improve, you set another set of standards, and then start measuring again, and then see whether you improve. So this is a whole cycle of standards, measurement, and improvement, which helps any organizations to move forward. How accreditation assists in improving quality? Now, if you link quality and accreditation, see, quality is an umbrella, and accreditation is one of the pillars. or it may be one of the tools for improving quality. There may be many other. There are many quality improvement tools. But in last several years, across the globe, it has been seen that accreditation has been proven as a strong tool for improving quality in healthcare facilities. It measures organization compliance against standards. As I mentioned in the definition of accreditation, it's about setting the standards and then measuring the standards compliance. It promotes teamwork. It mobilizes teams and clinicians towards safety. So it's about teamwork. It's not about someone working in isolation. It's about everyone work together to achieve the goals which they have set for individual patients. It helps increasing capacity for managing quality improvement and safety. It helps improving communication, collaboration, and team building. And communication is the key in healthcare system for the better services, for quality services, because if there is no proper communication, there would be high chances of having a lot of errors. Collaboration is a key. Collaboration amongst the healthcare workers, healthcare professionals, people in different departments and sections to achieve the same goal. Higher level of integration of services. So how the integration of services means is that the patient walks into the healthcare facility and how the patient moves around in the facility, starting from seeing a doctor and going to diagnostics to going to undergoing a procedure, and then off and letting off from the facility. So how everything is integrated, they talk to each other, and then everything is synchronized. It helps providing organizations with critical path to achieve improvement. So at the end, it is about improvement from the last where we left. So the question we ask ourselves is, does accreditation make a difference for a healthcare organization? An obvious answer comes yes, it does make a difference. It helps in many ways, notably better communication and collaboration, stronger teams. It helps increasing credibility of the organization in delivering services and accountability as well. It helps building confidence. So it's not just 4 dot points, but it takes a lot of things into them to achieve these 4 dot points. And as I mentioned earlier, it's about structures, process, and outcomes. So how you really make sure you better communication, collaboration through structures, better structures and processes. How you really help getting more credibility established about your organizations through set protocols. How it helps building confidence of the people who are coming to your healthcare facility. How it helps building confidence of the community in the services being offered. So there is no doubt that really accreditation helps in supporting quality improvement. It helps increasing patient safety. As I mentioned one of the slides, that how it's really consider the standardization of protocols. It helps in risk management, which takes care of identifying different risks, managing them, mitigating them, controlling them. And change management, very important. The change management is important, and it's important because in a healthcare system, in a healthcare facility, individuals working need to understand their own roles in a healthcare system delivery in order to maximize the output. And therefore, the system of accreditation really helps put together everyone around, make them understand the importance of collaboration and team building in achieving the common goals, which is patient safety, the better clinical care for their patients. Much has happened in quality improvement over the last several years. Powerful methods for improving healthcare exist, and there are several literature available coming out from different scientists, researchers, and healthcare quality and accreditation, proving that some improvements have taken to scale, and they have been repeating and being used in different healthcare facilities with much success. Improvements happened across a range of socioeconomic and cultural context, and it's about integrity of the systems in offering equity. I've said, as I mentioned in one of the definitions, WHO, the word healthcare quality is equitable, and this is about how the service is being delivered in different ranges of socioeconomic and cultural contexts, realizing individually what is required and respecting them. A significant expertise in improvement has been developed, and the people who are working in the last several years have really become experts in understanding what are the nitty-gritty of quality systems in place in a healthcare facility, how you really play around and help systems improve. Access to methods and tools for improvement, and now we see a lot of tools coming up from different industry. We have been using different tools. It may be Ishikawa diagram, which is commonly known as fishbone diagram. People are talking about Six Sigma. People are talking Lean Six Sigma. So there are different tools which are already exist and being used extensively in different sectors, and different industries can also be exploited to be used in healthcare. And so it's not just an accreditation, it's just one tool. It's not everything about quality. I feel quality never sleeps. Its practitioner does. And that's what the most important thing is, that the individual working in the organization are very, very important to bring out the common goals, bring out the quality which you aspire to achieve in your organization. With this, I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity, and I would be happy to interact with you. Thank you very much.
Okay, we thanks Dr. Rana's excellent speech about the role of accreditation and how to assist to improve the quality. And I think I give a brief summary that the accreditation can improve the better communication and the stronger team, increase credibility and accountability, and build competence. And it's a powerful method for improving healthcare quality. Because Dr. Rana is now not online, so I think we move to the second speech, and I introduce the moderator of the second speech, Dr. Huang Jingtai. Dr. Huang is now the Director of Quality Management Center of Chang'an Memorial Hospital, Ningpo. Dr. Huang, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for having me being here. The next one will be the second talk by Dr. Yan. Dr. Yan is Dr. Yang宗龍, sorry, is a radiology specialist. He has performed as the chief of the radiology department in Kaohsiung Veteran General Hospital, and after that he moved to perform as a director of the quality improvement in the hospital, and also the director of the innovation center there. So he's very specialized in this and expertise in the quality control and accreditation. So today his talk will be on the information technology, how we may assure our quality, our healthcare quality by taking advantage of the information technology. Let's welcome Dr. Yan for his talk.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for the warm and detailed introduction from
this opportunity to present.
Let's start. In case of unexpected network errors, so I do have pre-recording the lecture in advance. Well, will Ms. Jiapei play the video for us? Thank you.
This topic to all the colleagues and friends online across Asia. First, I'd like to have a brief introduction of myself. I'm Dr. Yang. Currently, I'm serving at Kaohsiung Veterans General Hospital as Department Chief of a Medical Quality Management Center and as Chief Innovation Officer of Originals and Enterprises Innovation Center, and as a Vision Staff at Radiology Department. As a transdisciplinary doctor, overarching medicine, quality management, and IT, I would like to give everyone an overview for the roles of IT could play to assist healthcare quality assurance from a tertiary medical center's perspective. Since this presentation is an overview, therefore I will not dive deep into the technology details. Instead, I will focus on the roles and potential benefits IT will provide. Smart hospitals represent the holistic, perhaps even the ultimate embodiment of modern tools encompassing AI, process automation, virtual reality, healthcare data governance, and analytics, as well as the Internet of Things, and all related high-tech solutions, driving digital transformation in the healthcare sector. And from this slide, in particular, we can understand that the main goal to couple information technology and quality management is to help us to meet easily the unmet needs of hospital accreditation for whatever purposes. And at least two important task forces needed to be done to reach our goals. And number one task force is using robotic processing automation to streamline the data flow for data collection, cleansing, and formation of all meaningful indicators. And if possible, sequentially organized as indicator categories and presented for peer review indexes, as well as transformed into various forms of scores as the vital sign virtually like TPR for a hospital. And the number two task force is using all the indicators as the ingredients for capacity command center to exert its full potential for smart and lean management. And you can see some important indicators here, such as length of state, boarding time, occupancy, to take advantages of capacity command center. And this slide is a screen capture and is a showcase for our newly online dashboard for CCC. One important question to ask, why quality assurance matters to a healthcare manager? And the short answer is, today, hospitals are ranked according to patient outcomes. And with these statistics in hand, patients can choose the best hospital for their specific diagnosis or condition, and physicians can choose to have privileges at top-notch hospitals. So a modern QA team needs to be tech-savvy. Healthcare organizations relied on quality assurance teams to improve patient outcomes and hospital reimbursement as well. And QA professionals identify areas needing focus set quality goals, develop strategies, collect and analyze before and after data, integrate the programs with those of other departments, and work together to facilitate team building throughout the organization. As compliance specialists, QA professionals will ensure their medical facilities adhere to all relevant federal, state, or local laws as well, and regulations, including provisions of third-party payers. In addition, they also ensure their healthcare organizations meet criteria for accreditations by relevant accrediting organizations, such as JCT, Joint Commission in Taiwan. Paperless EMR is the main goal of major hospitals, especially tertiary medical centers in Taiwan, with the promise of future adoption of HL7 FHIR standards from Ministry of Health. Transformation from the legacy EMR into a FHIR-based and cloud-based EMR is on the horizon. And if we dive deep into the FHIR framework, Level 5 is the core essence for modern EMR, and that is the real beauty of critical reasoning to lead the trend of value-based medicine. And choosing wisely is the real-world service for FHIR critical reasoning. And two perspectives from choosing wisely could be shown here. One is from provider's point of view, translated in Mandarin, 明智选择. And the other from patient's perspective, 聪明就医. And with the adoption of cloud-based EMR, the so-called extranet-based medical alliance formation with value creation to form the new data assets could be visualized from this slide. Under the extranet umbrella, 5 unique networks will be formed. The first one, extranet of medical things, to link all the patient care devices together for wide connection. And the second one is extranet for patient engagement and enforcement, as well as empowerment. And the third one is the extranet for seamless broad integration using standards, especially FHIR data model, as well as the smart FHIR application framework. And the fourth is the extranet for healthcare providers to enhance health telemedicine under high speed, low latency 5G networking. And the last one is extranet for aligned medical institutes to form orchestrated virtual health. And with the dreams listed from the last slide, we need to unleash the power of AI. And here we dub as AI Cube. AI Cube, that is artificial intelligence, ambient intelligence, and augmented intelligence. And these are different projects being done or under task recently in my hospital, here and here. For example, we could use AI to predict income and even to predict the exact right time for a scheduled RPD visit. And we can use AR, augmented reality glasses, or MR or XR glasses as tools of augmented intelligence. And we also can use ambient intelligence to detect or predict patient falling and for behavior recognition. And I will show some important results later on from the first slides. And from the concept of AI Cube, ambient intelligence is an innovative approach to establish the smart and efficient surgical unit. In the past, all the important touching points from the surgical safety checklist are recorded manually, and processing of interruption is a necessary evil. But with the adoption of computer vision-based ambient intelligence for embodiment of behavior recognition is currently proof of service in 2 of our 26 operation rooms. to dictate the timestamps of patient flow in surgical room. And from the automatic timestamp recording, we could have reviewed data, real-world data, to initiate necessary QCC or action teams for more lean surgical workflows. And you can see on this slide the cameras of the ambient intelligence could automatically record the timestamps when people arrived or exit the surgical rooms. That is the arrival time and transfer time. And from this slide, we can also see when the anesthesia operation begin, and when the staff in the room called time out. Next, we'll move into the RPA, robotic process automation here. And OEE stands for overall equipment effectiveness. For calculating overall service effectiveness, we need OEE as an important ingredient. And here we'll present how we collect the raw data of OEE from modalities in radiology department automatically from the introduction of standard services of MPPS based on DECOM standards. And MPPS is the abbreviation of modality performed procedure step to provide the various timestamps of the performed study. And this is the formula of how OEE is calculated based on availability, performance, and quality. And precision medicine is a hot topic nowadays, and digital pathology is on the stage to facilitate the development. And in my hospital, we conducted a 3-year-long project to implement a digital pathology platform called our DPP for a digital transformation of traditional pathology department. And creating digital workflow to fit in clinical workflow is mandated in our thinking to start a brand new specimen journey. And a well-designed quality control and assurance program is essential for the success of this project. All the important parameters necessary for quality management are collected throughout the process, from order pricing, order filling, specimen preparation, slide formation, slide scanning, and finally to report submission to fulfill the needs of our standard value stream mapping, VSM. In order to meet easily the requirements of hospital accreditation, disease care certification is a good approach to convince our colleagues to get used to patient-focused method-based auditing process and create cross-department collaboration. And the core matters here are the digital workflows IT partners provide for accurate indicators calculation automatically, and online case study platform as patient relationship management. I would like to finish my talk today with this summary. Using modern IT, information technology, OT, operation technology, and NT, network technology, to assist the quality assurance, quality control of a modern medical institute is essential to fulfill the unmet needs, especially for innovative collaboration, lean operation, and hospital accreditation. And I will close my talk at this moment, and your thoughts and comments are welcome for Q&A section. And thanks a lot.
Thanks, Dr. Yan, for your wonderful talk. I think the main theme of Dr. Yan's talk is actually very, very innovative. The current day hospital healthcare is multi-dimension and multi-team collaborative work. So definitely there are many missing links that will be the main focus of unmet need in our daily medical practice. And I think Dr. Yan, just by from the perspective of innovation, he reminded us we can use a different, a variety of information technology to help us to patch up the missing links between the different medical specialties or sectors or sections in our hospital to make the whole organization work with a workflow more efficiently and get a higher quality and better patient safety. So I think we will have a very good discussion after the two talks. I will pass the moderation to Professor Lee, and he will lead the discussion among us. Professor Lee, thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Good evening, every online participants. Many thanks to Dr. Rana and Dr. Yang for the excellent lectures on accreditation versus quality and an overview for the roles of information technology to assist healthcare quality assurance. Now I will in charge the panel discussion section, and I'm Dr. Lee Sang-Gang, former president of THQA and the service in Tong's Taichung Metro Harbor Hospital. And we have three panelists here, and they are Dr. Wang Chuan Zhuang, who is an emergency specialist and internist service as director of Quality Control Center in Kaohsiung Veteran General Hospital, and Dr. Hongrong Lin, who is a neurosurgeon and emergency specialist. Currently, he is the superintendent of Chimay Medical Center. And lastly, Mrs. Jiaying Gao, who is the chief of medical planning department of Taichung Veteran General Hospital. May I ask the panelists to present their question or comments regarding the theme of tonight's lecture on accreditation versus quality and on the role of information technology to assist quality assurance, and one by one. I will ask Dr. Zhuang first. Dr. Zhuang, please.
Hello. Here have one question. Dear Dr. Yang, from your presentation, I think we are convinced that IT really helps to solve many problems for us. And since a smart hospital is a buzzword nowadays, I'd like to ask what are the indicators to measure a smart hospital for accreditation in the future? Dr. Yang.
Okay, thanks. That's thanks, Dr. Zhuang. And that is a very, very big question and very good one as well. As we know that a smart hospital might be recognized and defined as the following definitions. If a traditional hospital has the courage to introduce we call the smart components to its medical environment, and which take advantage of modern technology such as machine learning and computer vision, natural language processing, and robotic process automation, and all the resulting outcomes simultaneously meet the needs of at least three categories. The first is better patient care, and the second is better patient experience, and the third is better operational performance, and if possible, reduce staff burnout or depict staff stress, and that was wonderful. So then this traditional hospital is already digital transformed into a smaller one. So the future hospital accreditation, I think, should focus which technology has been applied to the environment and meet the goals of the above indicators being analyzed for better healthcare quality monitoring and management. That's my answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And
Is any other question? Or maybe I want to ask the second panelist, Superintendent Lin, please.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. I have a question that since the pandemic, all the accreditation process was delayed. So actually there has been no accreditations for hospitals in all 3 years. So I'm asking, after the pandemic, how the accreditation process be changed so that we can process, we can go on the accreditation through digital technology. So I'm asking, is there a possibility of digital transformation of accreditation process so that on-site survey will be minimized and understanding the hospital quality, understanding the hospital quality, we can still go on through the online process? This is my question. Thank you.
According to the federal standards, there's a new service we call the electronic clinical quality management. And this is a very wonderful definition and service in the future that we could transform our EMR from a legacy-based indicators into a standard one. So based on standard ECQM services, we could have the same bar for every medical centers or the hospitals going through all the accredited process. So I think if there is a possibility to set up a new platform for all the hospitals to send their quality management indicators or category or indexes or score together based on standard, then I think the comparison will be possible. And because the CQM is not only the indicators, they also try to evaluate the workflow, digital workflow to fit in the clinical workflow. So I think in the future that we could possibly use the cloud services or the edge services together, to understand the real digital workflow, to understand the patient journey and as well as the staff journey. And in the future, probably we can also choose to look at the lesion journey or the specimen journey as well. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now may I ask Mrs. Gao to ask a question or comment?
Okay, I have a question, Dr. Reynolds. So we can we know the accreditation assistant in the improvement quality, but I want to know how do you encourage organization in participation in QIA accreditations? So Dr. Reynolds in the line.
So is Dr. Rana online? No. May I have Dr. Yang help answer the question?
Yeah, I don't think I was able to answer the question currently. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, no, I want in the Dr. Reynolds in his hospital. So in his hospital, I would like to know how to he encourage organization in the participation in QIS application.
So since Dr. Rana is not online, maybe that question we cannot, Dr. Yang cannot answer the question because that's regarding the hospital. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the other two panelists? Do you have another question for Dr. Yang?
I have a question.
Please. Yeah.
Traditionally, we use surveyor to visit the hospital to evaluate the hospital to get a score for the hospital. But since there are well development of many social media, can we get the opinion from our consumer or our patients or their relatives? Dr. Yang, you just mentioned the PREM, the patient reported experience measurement. And now we know there's another thing that is PROM, patient reported outcome measurement. Can we incorporate the PREM and the PROM into our accreditation process and let the voices of consumers become evident in the accreditation process, please?
Yeah, I do think that is possible because usually we have real world data, and usually the data probably from the hospital or from the patient's social media data, and it is possible to tap into the data source to have some for example, some evidences, and then try to confirm the evidence into value. So I think in the future, if we can have the very standardized questionnaire based on the patient experiences, then the questionnaire could be very valid for the scoring. So I think in the future we do have the possibility to develop such kind of a platform to tap into the power of the social media to gain the patient experiences based on the hospitals they visit or the services they enjoy, or all kind of medical services that can undertook to gain better their health. And in the future, I think not only the disease care but also the health care. So how the hospitals or medical institutes could help their patients to increase their health literacy, or to to help the patients to have their health again, or even to try to drive the digital transformation as well as the green transformation altogether, to make a significant improvement to make our Mother Earth more healthy. That's very important. So I think in the future that is a very good approach to have another score from the patient experiences. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Dr. Yang, can I ask you a question? How about to get those, the patient information from the survey of the third party?
Pardon?
I mean, you get, the patient information, like, satisfaction or others information. How about to get this information from the survey of the third party?
A third party?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a problem in the question as well. So yeah, I have to think. I have to think through all the important point, the touch points. In the future, the whole healthcare process should be continuous. So I mean, we have to create a very sophisticated and mature workflow pathway to link all the processes or the workflow together. Then all the third parties could provide similar services together, And so the patient's experiences or the staff experiences could be different. So I think in the future that will be a challenge for us to do that. And if we could not only to create the link process, but could link LNK the link process by any planners, I think is possible. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there any more question? Okay, I think the time is up. So now I will pass the moderator to Dr. Huang for closing. Dr. Huang, please.
Dr. Lee, thanks so much for your moderator. And today we have a very wonderful session with Dr. Rama from the India and Dr. Yang from Taiwan to share the experience of accreditation and the quality. And thanks so much expert online to share the experience with us. We appreciate your attendance. Please keep your eye on our website. We will keep to arrange the THQA-JCT and the ASQUA medical quality webinar, international webinar, to improve the quality care of the Asia. Thanks so much. See you soon. Bye. Good night.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. President Chen.